Welcome. Now we know we're having a change in perspective, perception, and we found this out at the channel and on TikTok. It was confirmed. Now, what does this have to do with? Let's have a quick recap. We know that we're going from what's toxic and the devil, where the devil is using our heart's desires to keep us in separation, to steal our energy. And this is where, look, where we're acting where we're acting some sort of way. Look, we're acting some sort of way here that we know we shouldn't be acting. And it's almost like we've talked about this, like Pinocchio, the story of Pinocchio, and how to become a real boy, the things that he has to do, right? He has to tell the truth and all the things to work with the chakras, to work with our light body. And, you know, when we're a puppet and we're doing things that we know are not for our greatest good, or we're doing things we know we don't want to do, but we're not in control. And the great illusion is that we're never in control. We're in charge. There's a difference. There's a difference between understanding if we're in control or in charge, because it allows us to surrender and find peace within the universe, to find peace on the planet. And it allows us to let go of a lot of stuff that we need to let go of in order to continue to raise our vibration. And so what we're doing is we're going away from what's toxic and out of alignment. This feels yuck. This feels yucky. And we are going towards the Two of Cups and the Lovers, which is what is in alignment. But this is the trick. The Lovers is connected to the element of what? Air. We have to get something straight within the mind's eye. And it's connected to the earth. This is connected to Capricorn, right? The devil understands structure and time. So we take our tools back from the devil. And what did the devil have to teach us? Well, the devil has much to teach us. That first of all, we're taking time back. This is our time, not the devil's time. It's our time. So we'll take that tool back. Thank you, devil. Thank you for what you've had to show me when I came to meet you. Remember, we're meeting the devil through ourselves, right? And if you've met the devil, you know exactly what we're talking about here. Now, thank you for teaching me how to take back time. And I'm not going to let all of my time slip away here and you have all my energy, Mr. Devil. No, I'm going to take back my time. I'm going to take back my energy, and F to the U. I got to go. Because what? I've seen the light. I've seen the light, and the light is telling me where to go and how to get there. I just need to listen from within. And this is what I want to do. This is consciousness. This is becoming a conscious lover. This is giving a shit. But what we're laser focusing on as a collective right now is clearing up childhood trauma for divine masculine and divine feminine. And this is going to allow us to not want to get revenge in love. We're not going to get revenge on our partner. That's what we're laser focusing on working on in this time. And what we found out was how we're getting there is through the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Now, what's interesting about this is we have the positive tetrahedron of air coming together with the negative tetrahedron of earth in order for us to have a heart chakra expansion. And here we have the negative tetrahedron of earth coming together with a positive tetrahedron of fire in order for us to have a heart chakra expansion. And we'll get into what this means further. We'll talk about the tetrahedrons, okay? Because the tetrahedrons is how we activate and we're whole. We have our negative tetrahedrons connected to our lower chakras, and our positive tetrahedrons tetrahedrons connected to our upper chakra system, and when they meet through the middle, we have a heart chakra activation. And that's what we're doing. That's our connection to Virgo season and the Queen of Pentacles. This is understanding how to expand with light, and light is information. And remember, we just had the Lionsgate portal. Now, we also confirmed that this was happening at our last message. Single player, if you want to check it out at the channel, it'll be linked down below or at the channel. We confirmed it. Okay? We got the confirmation of it. And we found out how we act is connected to our growth. What this is saying is how we act with our action is connected to our growth here and our harvesting. How we expand through the earth, what we're building. Remember, the 8 of Pentacles is connected to the 10 of Pentacles. Our divine inheritance. What we came here to build. Now, this has something to do with speed. Look, something's going to quicken really fast. Something is going to speed up and has to do with the 7 of Pentacles and growth. Our 10 of Pentacles here. Now, this is, we found out we're getting a completion thanks to the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is helping us to have a completion, remember, with the 10 of Cups. Because what? 8 plus 2 is 10. Okay? Now, this is going from Leo season to Virgo season. Thank you. So action is now going to help us, you know, force the father, the fire, the Queen of Wands here is going to help us to ground now and expand through the earth, build through the earth. So we just learned how to act with the light at a deeper level, okay? At a new level. We saw how to go from this space to this one. The light showed us. My counter just said 717. You know, check out 717 and 707. Remember, this world is built off of what? Patterns, numbers, math, right? But vibration, frequency, energy. Okay, and I noticed on this twin flame path, Starseed twin flame path, biggest numbers that I'm seeing all the time are 707, 711, 717, 444, and 1111. Something like a 555 and a 222. Okay. Now, the Queen of Wands, the father, the fire, action, force, is helping us now to expand with the light and build through the earth. We're going to ground it. We're going to ground the light and build with it through the earth. And as we found out, this is happening through a tower moment. We're having transformation. And this is the divine. This is trusting in the universe. This is the divine coming all up in and taking away what doesn't serve us for our greatest good. And a lot of time the tower is hard. Like, not all the time, but look, a lot of the time the tower is hard because we're clinging on and we're holding on to all these things that are us, right? This is us. This is mine. I can't lose this. I'm in fear of losing this. I can't be without this. And then comes on that chaotic craziness that we can act out with, right? And there's some scribed information that we're going to get into next time we meet up. We should get into it about all this stuff, okay? We're going to get into this deeper. So stay tuned, okay? So by the new moon in Virgo, we're having a transformation. Remember, there's a connection to the new moon. We talked about this. We got these activations all on this reading, this message, single player, okay? We play it out. Play it out. So by the new moon in Virgo, we are achieving a transformation. And this transformation, I want you to see, it's connected to amethyst within here. And there is an activation here with the third eye and crown. But this, and it's connected to amethyst, it's connected to the crown chakra, But it's an activation of a truth through the throat chakra, but it's connected to the heart, and that's why she's wearing green. So there's a heart chakra activation here. And what it has to do with is connection from this super blue moon in Aquarius to this new moon in Virgo as we shapeshift with the phases of the moon and expand, is judgment and action. Remember, we understand how to act. And it's connected to the Knight of Pentacles, trust. Look, this is going to build a deeper level of trust between divine masculine and divine feminine. And remember, it's happening from within to without. Our twin is us. We're doing the work from within to without. And it doesn't mean we're not working from without to within. Sometimes, yes, we are. We're whole. We're balanced. But right now, we're doing the work from within to without. And it's connected to the Eight of Wands, which we know it's one of our activations here. Speed. Quickening. Things are speeding up. Okay? Things are speeding up. Because we're healing from the Five of Wands, which is chaos. This is conflict. But this is acting out on it. It's not a Five of Swords situation where the conflict is within the mind. No, this is a Five of Wands. We're acting this out. So remember, we're laser focusing on clearing up wrath. And that's doing work with our solar plexus. So we're healing from a Seven of Swords situation, and we found this out, right? This is deceit. We're healing from the Seven of Swords. We got this. We got the Seven of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles. It came out in the message together. So we're healing from deceit. On our last message, single bladder. Okay? Because this deceit is causing us to be in obsession with the devil. And we're not being obsessed anymore. We're not going to be in obsession. We're going to let go and co-create. And we're going to get in a different energy. This is being obsessed with our fears. This is being obsessed on loss. This is being obsessed on heartbreak and wanting to get revenge from patterns from childhood trauma that divine masculine and divine feminine are working on clearing up. So that, and this is because divine masculine and feminine are becoming more conscious lovers. So we're laser focusing on clearing up heartbreak right now. That's the message, is the laser focus on clearing up heartbreak. And what this is connected to is Virgo season and going within. Remember, this is about going within and building this new world. Our connection to the Four of Wands, where all the elements come together in harmony as we co-create this elevated space. But what is it? It's through force. Remember, it's through the Wands. So we're going to go within and activate with our light, with the Hermit. Thank you to Virgo season. Remember, light is information, right? We got our light codes. Massive, massive light codes from this Lionsgate portal. And now we're integrating them from within to without. We're building with them. Remember, this is about building. This is about the Seven of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands. Okay? This is about building. And the building is quickening. So let's see what's officially being activated here. Oh, and we're going to get the message, because the message is surrender. Look. Whatever we're doing right now, oops, where did it just go? Haha, lost the message. The message is to surrender within the Two of Cups. Maybe, I just thought I saw it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is the message. When we go from the Eight of Cups, to the Two of Cups, this is what we're doing right now. Remember, we're all one. We're doing this together. So when we go from here to here, this is the message. To surrender. This is the Two of Water. So let's get that message, guys. Let's get it before we see what's being activated. Let the universe take command. Surrender. When progress is blocked and we fought our best to advance, the only option left is to surrender. We finally accept our reality. Surrender is less about giving up than it is to simply allow and admit what is. When we stop forcing our will, things get surprisingly easier and obstacles dissolve in unexpected ways. The universe takes care of the situation for us, and that's what we're doing. Look, we're learning to trust in the universe. We're learning to trust in the unknown, which is God. The devil's in the details. God is the unknown. We're learning to trust, like, there's peace in surrender. We're not in control. Look, we're in charge. And we're in charge of us. And we're in charge of our energy. And we're in charge. Are we reacting? Are we responding? Are we reacting with lower vibrational things? Or are we being high vibe? Are we taking the time to take a pause, think it through, and take the high road? Because remember, this is about us at the end of the day and how we feel deserving. Because our subconscious, or if you follow the new sciences, non-conscious mind, our non-conscious mind is taking a record of everything we do. And so even like if we're acting in a lower vibrational way, our subconscious or non-conscious mind is taking a record of all of it and telling us whether we feel deserving or not. Do we feel deserving of our manifestations? Do we feel deserving of what we're building within that Four of Wands? Do we feel we deserve this? Because there's a part of us right now that doesn't. Because we're clearing up childhood trauma and acting out in lower vibrational ways with force, with the Father. We're clearing that up. So in order to do so, we need to surrender to life here. And we need to surrender to ourselves and the truth of what things are. We're in reality here. Now, it doesn't mean we're not creating with fantasy, and we're not going to get lost in fantasy sometimes, because that's healthy and it allows us to elevate. But this is about not escaping into fantasy, but being able to look at the hard, cold truth of reality and just surrendering and accepting it and finding beauty there, finding the positive within the negative, expanding with Christ consciousness, okay? Now, it gets beautiful, because remember, when we share scribed information, we're going to get detailed into this further with what this is doing to our electromagnetic field. And remember, our electromagnetic field is how we are manifesting and bringing things within our vortex. Let's get into that next time. Okay, so surrender, right? Our lessons are often challenging and painful. While we are going through them, we can't understand the great mystery of how the universe works, no matter how we try. Yet life tends to make sense in retrospect. Hardships turn out to be spiritual gifts. Our enemies end up being life's best teachers. Human weakness is our strength in disguise. Our goal is not to be large and in charge, but instead to surrender our entire being and align with the universe's mystical design. And every time I hear the word mystical, I can't help but think of Mr. Joe Dispenza. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Joe. The universe's mystical design. We need to get excited about this. Rather than be afraid, let's get excited. We got to flip the script. Everything right now is about flipping the script. Remember, if we are down, let's go up. If we went left, let's go right. If we're without, let's go with it. So, fixing, figuring out, and manipulating are small, selfish attempts to bend life to our will. When we submit to our proper place in the scheme and let the universe work on us and through us, a power greater than ourselves restores order, peace, and equilibrium. That's what we're doing. We're learning how to do this, but this is the thing. Look, remember, because divine masculine and feminine are laser focusing right now on clearing up childhood trauma. The thing is that, look, when we've experienced trauma, when childhood trauma especially, look, we want to control everything within our environment so we feel in control. And that allows us to feel like we're not going to be hurt again. But this isn't true. It's actually holding us back. It's holding you back. It's holding me back. Remember, we're one. We're all doing this together. It's holding you back. And there's a surrender to the grand design. It's where, the story of you is the story of you, and it's played out exactly like how it's supposed to. And there's no romanticizing your life. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. No. Everything got you here. Everything made you you. The good, the bad, the dark, the light, the yin, the yang, and everything in between. It's all you. It's all one. And to stop separating it. To stop separating the experience of you here. Everything is a grand design. And this is where we heal with pain. This is where we heal with suffering. Look, suffering is our greatest teacher. Pain is our greatest teacher. What does it have to show us? We're whole. There's a positive in every negative. And it allows us to connect humbly. Pain and suffering humble us. And many of us need to be humbled. Now, that's not saying, over here wishing suffering on people. We're having common sense. This is surrendering to this world. This is surrendering to creation here. This is surrendering to what it is, down the rabbit hole, and healing from it to expand. Okay. Now, we're going to the Prism Oracle. Something's being activated here. We're going to see what it is. Okay. And this has to do with this transformation with the light. And remember, to activate our light body, we work with our pain body. We're working with our pain body right now. And there's something so beautiful when you just let go of control and you let things play out, and it's like, it feels so good. It feels so good in your tummy. It just feels so good. You just let go of all that stuff. And it's almost like, look, you really the whole universe embodies you differently. You're enveloped in life so differently when you just let go of this illusion of control and understand you're just in charge of yourself and how you react and respond and co-create here. And when you realize it's all happening through you and not to you, it gets more fun. But you also have to be more accountable too. Like, you have to be more accountable for what you're co-creating. And people don't like accountability, including me at times, guys, but I sure am learning to embrace it. You take back your power, and it feels good. It feels good because everyone else is not doing it. So let's do it. I always used to say to my son's dad, like, he always wanted to be on the freeway, and I always used to say, well, you're on that freeway with everybody else. I'm climbing up that mountain over there. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Okay. Space. Well, look at that. That's what's being activated. Space. Of course it is. To heal anxiety. So look, we're healing anxiety in our solar plexus. And we're healing from rejection in our sacral chakra in order to restore confidence. And what? Expand our consciousness. And this is with the white light right here. And our creativity. And this is in order to heal from sadness and cleanse. And we're going to heal our solar plexus. Remember, this goes back to our solar plexus. So we're going to heal our solar plexus with determination and trust with a throat chakra activation. And what we're trusting is our intuition. And that's what's happening here. We're trusting our intuition and we're learning to trust our intuition, okay? So, when we work with black, okay, as with all colors, our association with black is varied and complex. The link between black death and the underworld goes to ancient culture. Many gods and goddesses of the underworld are represented by the color black. These associations with death can elicit feelings of fear, but that's just one perspective. Like white, black can be understood either as the absence of all light, no color, or all colors together in harmony when mixing pigments together. For the ancient Egyptians, black also represented fertility. Black is often used as to absorb negative energy. Now, what's interesting is if you actually study the dark, it's full of light. It's full of light. Look it up. There's no absence of light in the dark. The dark is full of light. Okay. Space. Well, this is connected to the Hermit and how we're feeling. You may feel alone and like you can get lost here, but it is important to remember that you can fill this space. What is it that you are looking to fill your life with? Is it certain types of people, a new project? How can you take action towards your goal? The void is only a temporary space and it's ready to be filled. So there's many messages coming through. Look, have you ever heard of someone caught in addiction and they're trying to fill that empty hole? This is about, rather than getting into patterns of separation and addiction, this is about filling that hole with higher vibe things. And so what do you want to do? What do you want to create? And so this is like, rather than having that piece of chocolate cake that you know is not in your greatest good, or that bottle of Grey Goose vodka that you know is not great in your greatest good, or that pack of cigarettes that you know is not in your greatest good, or that blunt that you know is not in your greatest good, or that porn that you know is not in your greatest good. This is saying, what other habits that I put to fill this hole that are gonna make me feel some sort of way? Because I'm building something. Remember, when you get addicted to porn or food or alcohol and drugs or whatever that may be, because we can get addicted to people, places, things, right? It takes from us. We're not building something. Remember, we're out of balance, we're out of whack. It's actually taking, it's depleting at this point in time. When we fill this empty hole with higher vibe, the void, higher vibe patterns, habits, like today I want to go co-create something with God, so I'm going to build something. So, like, prime example, rather than go have that drink, I'm going to read this book. I want to read this book. I'm going to fill myself with knowledge, and as much as I want to go have that drink or go eat, go eat half the house, because I've done that, guys. I've eaten half the house. I'm going to read this book instead. I'm going to fill that space with this, and then I'm going to build with it. Why is it so hard to do sometimes, right? Because it's really easy to say, it's another thing to do. It's because we've conditioned ourselves to be one way, and we got addicted to how it feels. Now we need to condition ourselves to be another way. And this is where ice baths help, guys. Like, ice baths help with this stuff. Because, like, we're looking for a dopamine high. So, we got to get it from somewhere else. We got to get it from doing shit. Remember, fasting allows us to release epinephrine, which is a natural painkiller. And we need to get oxytocin. There's ways to do that. And our dopamine hits. And there's so much research out there. Look into this stuff, guys. Look into this stuff. Look, the eye is opening back up. Woo, woo. So excited. Okay. We're going to patch. We'll see where we're going. Okay. All right. Well, there it is. It's the Ace of Wands. We're being inspired on how to act. Remember, this all goes back to action, and we got this. We got the Ace of Wands on our last message, sitting right here. Look, it's how to act to clear up our heartbreak. We're to clear up our Three of Swords, our heartbreak, we're going to be inspired with action. What is it connected to? What is it connected to? We're going to be inspired by action. Look at that. The Cups. The Queen of Cups. We're healing from being deceptive and reflective. And of course, remember, this has to do with surrender. And this has to do with the alchemy of the cups. And she has the child. Look, she has the child within her hands. Look, she understands something here. What does she understand? I don't know. As I'm feeling called to go to... Let's see what she understands. Look, the Sun and Moon Tarot. What does she understand? The energy in motion. Love. How to go with the flow. How to use the water, the mother, and the energy in motion for... It's a reflection back on how to act. She's reflecting to us back how to act through emotional intelligence. And this has to do with the undercurrents of this world. And also, too, co-creating with fantasy and grounding it into reality. Okay, what is she understanding? What is she understanding? There it is. She's understanding planning. The Two of Wands. But look, it's through action. She's understanding planning. She's understanding how to use the masculine. Look, the masculine is planning. The masculine is the father. Planning what? Well, she's planning in the stillness. Look, this is where... This is the Queen of Cups. This is our connection to Pisces. Now, Pisces is helping us to face the negative here within the stillness, within the Hanged Man, and find the positive charge and co-create with it. This is expanding with Christ consciousness, but this is being within the Hanged Man. Look, we're being forced to do this. What are we being forced to see? We're being forced into solitude. This is our connection to right here. We're being forced into solitude, which is not loneliness. Remember, we're healing from loneliness. We're healing from loneliness. Because we need to co-create within here. We're surrendering to heal from loneliness. We're trusting in the universe in order to co-create. So within this solitude, look at all the things that the Hermit is connecting to. Look, there's the energy of Aquarius. Look at all the planets, the constellations, the light within the heavens. There's an understanding here. Remember, what are we doing? We're understanding how to build this with action, with the Father. So we're planning on how to build this right now. We're planning how to build this. That's beautiful. right? To heal from chaos. We're healing from chaos within the Five of Wands. We're healing from the Five of Wands charge, from wrath, in order to expand with love. And look at her solar plexus. Do you see? But it's connected to her sacral chakra. This is actually, so we have a connection right here. Remember, with our chakras, we're always working with the other ones connected to it, right? So we have our root, our first center. We have our second center, our sacral. And then our solar plexus, which is our third, if you study Joe Dispenza's work. So, and look, it's coming from the earth. So we have an activation from the earth star connected to her tummy. Remember, we're working with the lower chakras, her tummy, and the expansion. Now something's expanded here, and it's connected to the high priestess, your inner voice, my inner voice, and the sun, positivity. So there is an expansion of positivity. That's the positive charge. To turn the wheel, and now we expand because we're clearing karma. And then there's communication with the Three of Wands because of all this healing. And what are we healing with? We're healing with action. This has to do with clearing up grief within the Five of Cups. Let's confirm it. Clearing up grief within the Five of Cups. There it is. Purpose with the Three of Wands and the Tower. Look, so the Tower comes up all in here with purpose, and we have the King of Discs. Now we have counterparts. So look, the Tower comes all up in here. And we know we're having a transformation with this new moon in Virgo. So here's the Tower helping us to heal from ignorance and have a revelation. With purpose. And remember, that's communication with action. And now we have activated the King of the Earth. Counterparts. We're whole and balanced. Divine masculine and divine feminine expand through the earth. Alright, guys. Much love. Until next time, you know I'm sending to you those good healing vibes. I'm so excited to expand when I see you then.